It's Friday, September 27th, and this is Drive Check, a Cardfight Vanguard podcast, brought to you by the generosity of our patrons, including Wesley Welch, Sheehan, Alan Camacho, and Mewwill.
So many cards, so little time. What is wrong with this game?
We don't have to give them a good program. We just have to give them a program.
Oh, come on. I'm working very hard on this show as of late.
It's not a show because there's nothing. They can't see anything.
That's
fine.
See?
That's why we don't use that word.
What's the word?
Program.
That we use? All right. So, okay. I've been working very hard on this program as of late, and I'm trying to get more involved with the game.
Well, here's the problem. I forgot that I live above a card shop. And I took a really long walk tonight, like 7 miles. And as I was walking home from my walk, I walked past the card shop and I said, boy, I could have done a Throne of Eldraine Magic the Gathering pre-release this weekend because it's literally 10 feet from my door. But I forgot that you were there. I forgot the card shop was there at all. I am a fool.
Yeah, I was looking at Guild Gaming's calendar and I saw that they have Eldraine all weekend, and so yeah.
Why wouldn't they? It's like printing money.
I know. It's like I don't get it. Magic cards is like the older they're like wine. The older they get, the more expensive they get. At least some of them are.
Some of them, not all of them.
Not all of them, because man, those bulk boxes can get big.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw somebody use a pull card to bring their bulk into Island at one time, and it was like stacks of like 5,000 card boxes.
Just burn it at that point. Throw it in the trash.
Exactly.
Recycle. Recycling is important.
It's like I asked last week or a couple of weeks ago when I asked, what do you do with your bulk? It's like, well, I know Magic players sometimes just take it into stores for like store credit. You know,
guess.
If they have enough cards that cost less than a cent or less, I mean, a cent and 5,000 cards is a lot.
No, it's not.
Hey,
that's $50. That's not that much.
That's fine. It gives you for a couple of packs of, I don't know, some sort of Modern Masters or some crazy stuff like that.
All right. Speaking of pre-releases, last week was the sneak peek for Ariel's Steed. No. Phantasmal Steed of Restoration. Yes?
Restoration hardware. Yes, it was. I actually was looking to see when it was, and I went, like I said, I went into Guild's calendar, and it's like, oh, guess what? It was last Friday.
It was last week.
Yeah.
So you didn't get to go to the sneak peek.
I did not. I love going to sneaks because it's just
so do
fun.
I.
It's just fun. Sneaks are fun.
Except that there's no Vanguard here in Minneapolis, as far as I can tell.
Do you know what's going to be happening in Minneapolis soon? X-Wing World Championships. Guess who I'm going to stay with for X-Wing World Championships? So you better have a bet. I'm just saying.
I'm probably getting a pull-out couch soon. So
just kidding.
Don't laugh at that.
It's in the middle of October. You know, my wife's like almost there with this whole pregnancy thing, and
well, I mean, giving birth is a binary. The baby's either born or it's not. So you'll know when the time is right.
I know, but I can't be 20 hours away by car, and like I don't know how many. I mean, the plane tickets were not that expensive. Like,
no, you can fly Spirit to Minneapolis, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I've been listening to a lot of X-Wing podcasts as of late. Just kind of listening for new lists. There was a recent release, and I've been kind of thinking to see what people are thinking about the new chips and stuff. So
and everybody's hype.
Yup, everybody's like super hype for Worlds because they changed. FFG has made a lot of changes since the release of the second edition of the game, and everybody's very, very happy with it, or at least a lot of people are. So they're looking, and the pricing support and all that, it seems pretty sweet. But, you need to win local semi-major events to be able to get your entrance or participate in the last chance qualifier, which I'm not going to do. I didn't win no local exclusive events. I mean,
you haven't won local nothing ever.
I think I won one local tourney at Island once, and it was because there were only like 4 players playing, and my list was just stupid and it just wrecked everybody. The dice went my way. And this last weekend I went to the local quarterly tournament and I ended up in 3rd place out of, I think it was 7 or 8 people.
Oh, that's not too bad. But X-Wing is not a card game.
I know, but we talk about everything, and I mean, hey, it has cards, okay? Yeah, you're basically moving chips and going pew pew, but it still has cards.
Wow, it's no Shards of Infinity. Ugh.
I have no idea what's in Throne of Eldraine or what's coming out in Throne of Eldraine. So,
it's got Goldilocks. It's got the 3 Bears, probably. Who else does it have? Like Sleeping Beauty. It's all fairy tale characters.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. Sounds pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's all fairy tales.
Nice.
That's what makes it so awesome.
That's nice. But I mean, if it's pre-release weekend, you can still drop by the store tomorrow, I guess.
I'm busy buying pull-out couches.
No, you're not. You can still spend 6 hours in a card shop playing Seal.
My life is not like your life. Which also is why I haven't watched any of the cartoon at all.
Come on, I've told you can jump.
So tell me, what's going on? What's the new thing?
Assisty keeps being the cutest cat in the world. So there's
cuter than Scrapple.
You see,
Scrapple is so drugged
real.
out on catnip right now that he is literally just staring at like a scratching post and just like looking at it.
Nice,
dude. He hasn't had catnip in a good while, so
that's awesome. But yeah, no, Assisty Cat runs around town and everybody gives him treats and food and stuff, and everybody knows him. But then the Neonectar girl, which I never remember her name, decides to fight Mark to see which token clan is better, and this is when they showcase the
new Neonectar tokens.
Yeah, and how they also show the Arboros right chain, I guess, but they show like the Arboros evolution, and I thought that was pretty neat. And then they find out that Shin finds out that they were really not abducting Mikaru; they were just bringing her to Asuka. And, they just kind of like feel ashamed about it. And, then Shin says, you're going to fight me now.
And that's where the episode ended?
And that's where the
cliffhanger? Is he going to fight
Asuka? No, he's going to fight the Neonectar girl. And he's fighting for Mark's honor. They were like, if like the girl says like if she wins, Shin is supposed to give card capital to Asuka and stop bothering them. And then if Shin is like, well, if I win, you have to apologize to Mark for being hard on him on your match and talking bad about him. And Asuka is just standing in a corner laughing. Like, you could have said, you'll leave card fight capital alone, but you just...
I know.
It's just...
Well, he's a teenager, so...
Dude, very honestly, catch up, because the Shin arc is actually pretty neat. It's pretty good.
I still have like 15 boxes that need to get unpacked, and I've been here for 3 weeks now.
It's all right. I think I recently threw out a box from when I moved to my house 3 years ago.
Oh, man. Was it full of books?
No, it was full of... It had like a printer. It had like paper and stuff that I had used to create my wedding invitations.
Wow.
It was all in that box. So, yeah. I don't think, actually, that we got any erratas last week from...
No, I didn't hear anything from anybody, so... Yeah, and if anybody wants to contribute in errata, one of the easiest ways to do that is to become one of our patrons on Patreon, and we actually have a channel for that in our Discord.
That is
and
correct.
You can just let us know right away exactly everything we got wrong, like saying that Nubatama is a good clan to play, something along those lines.
Excuse me. They're doing the Kagebunchi no Jutsu that Murakumo used to do.
That's not
before.
a real word.
All right. Okay. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Jesus. Who watches anime in dubs?
I don't watch Naruto.
Look, sir.
I have no interest in. I don't watch Fairy Tail. I don't watch Naruto. I don't think that Soul Eater's that great.
Oh my God, Soul Eater is awesome. I am literally gonna stop you right there because I was thinking this day that I am going to get a picture of the moon in Soul Eater, and that's gonna be like my tattoo. The moon from Soul Eater.
No, it's no good unless it's going.
Exactly.
Oh man, that anime is so dumb.
It is dumb, but it's awesome. I like
man.
it. It's just funny. Anyway, do you want to do old card today?
Yeah, I will because you did last week, and Cole's not here, and it's a Dark Irregulars. So the old card of the day is Emblem Master, grade 2, human. The old card, 9k power, 5k shield, auto on the Vanguard circle or rearguard circle. When this unit's attack hits a Vanguard, counterblast 1. If you have a Dark Irregular Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, soul charge 3. Counterblast 1, soul charge 3 on hit. On hit on a Vanguard.
Yeah, which made it a little bit hard. I don't remember how good. Mean, the eyes were stupid.
That's a lot of criteria
powers.
There.
Yeah. They had to go through a lot of hoops to get a lot of power, I remember. Especially with Gilderay and stuff like that. But
Yep. Emblem Master V series, the new one. Grade 2 Dark Irregulars, human. Still a human. Still 9k power. Still 5k shield, strangely enough. Here's where we get different. Continuous on the rear guard or guard circle. If your soul has 7 or more cards, this unit gets power plus 5k, shield plus 5k. So then it becomes a 14k and then 10k shield.
Yep. 10k shield interceptor. Very important.
And then the second skill, auto on the Vanguard circle or rearguard circle, when placed, counterblast 1, search your deck and drop zone for up to a total of 3 cards with the same card name as one of your units. I guess that means it's out on the field already. Yep. And put them into your soul. If you searched your deck, shuffle your deck.
So in here, I haven't been very into reading what the new DIs are doing, but I feel like this lets you put that grade 3 because it says units. And if you need like to Soul Blast a grade 3 or whatever, and you had to, I don't know, for any reason, it's in your drop zone, or you just need to get a copy of it to activate an effect, you can just use this type of skill into it.
Yeah, or some other card that cares about being in your soul. Maybe that's even better for premium.
Yep. I mean, I really I was looking at all the old cards, and this was one of the ones that had like the best original effect, I guess.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, the other were kind of meh. And I've been doing Phantasmal Steed cards until this week because it's release week. So
yeah, well, you didn't have to. You could do any old card. It's fine.
Oh, come on! But I might as well make something that's kind of new and people are actually paying attention to. Because people, if you didn't know, yes, I am the one that makes this notes, and I am the one that makes this program horrible.
I mean, you don't always make the notes. Cole used to make the notes, so.
Yeah. But now I kind of took that over for the past couple of episodes.
Well, because you're trying to improve the quality with limited success.
Oh, God. So. I know. I try, people. I try.
All right. New set's out.
This Friday, actually. Today. What's the release date?
Today, the day that we are recording. New set is out. Not allowed to do Golden Hype Week because we got a complaint.
Oh.
But I will say Illusionary Revenger Mordred Phantom XVR is $140 right now.
Boom.
Market price $154, but people are selling it at $140.
Wow.
Blaster Dark XVR is at $94, but there are none available. Except that there are some available, so there's no market price, but no market price, but it's between $94 and $98.
Wow.
And then the most expensive normal card, no SPs, no SVRs, no SPs. Wow, there were a lot of SPs in this set here. A lot of Nightmare dolls.
Yep. I heard
that doll's giving me nightmares.
I know. I hate dolls. I'm sorry. I just do. I just find them creepy.
So the most expensive VR, Illusionary Revenger, Mordred Phantom.
Yeah.
$18.48.
For some reason, I find the VRs for this set are very, very low costed.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why. I just feel like they are.
Guess there's just not a lot of demand for Pale Moon. I'm surprised because a lot of weirdos like Pale Moon.
We're gonna hear it for that comment.
That's fine. Own your weirdo-ness, dude. I mean, circus. Nobody likes circuses anymore. So what's the deal, bro?
I mean,
what's the deal, sis? All of you.
Cirque du Soleil still does his thing. I mean, I guess.
I know. I did not get murdered when I went to see Cirque du Soleil, though. So that's a little off-brand.
Okay. But still, like I was paying attention to the Murakumo prices, and I think during the hype week, Yuga was like $6, and now it's only $3.
Okay, why is Lukier less expensive than Mordred? That's a question. Lukier is waifu tax to the max.
I am literally planning on buying a set of Lukier just to have her. She's waifu. She's waifu, period.
I need Lukier. Oh, wait, I have Lukier reverse. That's the good stuff.
I have one too.
Oh,
but
whatever.
You know what I have? Jewel Knight Ashley reverse.
I know.
And I have it in SP, and I'm never going to give that up.
You know Christmas is coming.
I know. Anyway, there was I was looking through Vingardians and stuff, and I found that the promo for the Phantasmal Steed Liberation pre-release.
No, Phantasmal Steed Restoration.
Restoration hardware. Was actually misprinted as a Pale Moon when it was actually a DI card.
Yeah. Nick Giglini went crazy for that when he first got it.
So I don't know why. I mean, it's Bushi. They do this all the time.
That's really bad quality control. It's just like, we're going to print this Dark Irregular card as the promo, blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Nobody actually looked in the purple box in the lower right-hand corner.
Yeah. The other thing was that even though the skills for the Genesis Dragon and the other VR for Infinite Deity Cradle were revealed by our very intelligent Vanguard community by breaking out the PowerPoint, they actually did the official reveal for it. I'm not going to go over the skill again because we already went through it.
It's all the same stuff.
The real question here is, does Bushi lease into Drive Check? Because all the dragons that I've mentioned as of late have dragon twice in their name.
Yeah, making them real but that's dragons. Not... Even though Nebula Dragon, Big Crunch Dragon was one of the early double dragons, it wasn't the only one. So it's just something that they do.
True, because it's Golden Dragon, Spear Cross Dragon, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to start talking Spanish. I don't want to do that.
Isn't the Spanish word for dragon just dragon?
Dragon, yeah.
Yes. So, whatever.
Everything comes from Latin, so here we are.
Not everything.
Oh, God. The beginning of civilization happened in Greece and Rome. So
excuse me, that is not true. The beginning of civilization happened in India and Africa. But let's not even go down that path. China's probably got the oldest civilization, but you're thinking Western civilization, the youngest, most aggressive and annoying of civilizations.
Correct.
Yes. What was the point here? Why?
Read the sentence. It's funny.
What, Premium needs some weed killer because those neonectars are dominating? What was the event this weekend? It was in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Was it a regional?
I don't know if it was a regional or not. All I know is that every time you look at Premium and you're looking at either topping or whatever, neonectar is there.
It's because these new, the new token things.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that what's doing it?
I think so, yeah. I really don't know what it is. All I've been reading Discord and I've been reading Vanguardians, kind of just getting ready for the show and having stuff to talk about.
But wait, there aren't any new neonectars in English.
What do you mean?
So they haven't come out yet.
I know, but still, people are playing Neos. The cards
they're playing the old ones,
but they're still using some sort of mechanics from the B series, and it's just making them brutal, I guess.
It seems like it's coming out of nowhere.
But enough about Neos. Let's get to the real clan here.
Let's have a ban on Nova Grappler for the rest of the month, which is 3 days.
No, sir. No.
All right, tell me about your wrestlers.
I know we got Starfighter Silver Fist, Grade 1 Battleroid. It has a skill continues on the Vanguard or Rear Guard. Front triggers get +5, and then when it attacks a Vanguard, draw a card and discard a hand. So hand filtering, basically. Not that.
Yeah.
It is an on-hit, so it's a good target for that first ride if you're going first or even when you're going second. So you're drawing a card, discarding a card, so you're kind of just filtering your deck out. But then we actually got Mike Wazowski, or full-time mechanic.
Well, okay, so for people who don't remember, because it took me a while to pick up on what people were talking about there, that is one of the lead
Monsters,
characters
Inc.
from Monsters, Inc., the movie. He's the little one-eyed green guy.
And if you look at full-time mechanic stroke genie, you will see that it's literally a Mike Wazowski. But anyway, it's another great one. This one's an alien. And when a drive trick reveals a front trigger, this unit gets power +10. So Novas are definitely going to front triggers. Like, we're just getting rid of crits. We're just getting rid of everything. We're just going to run 12 fronts.
Yeah, maybe. But doing damage is how you win the game. So
still, but the thing is, and the way I see it is, fronts kill your defensive trigger, which is something that kills Axel decks up to a certain point. And I noticed that playing Heroes fizzled out to the defensive trigger. I have not played Biz Deities yet, so I don't know how well they work out. But I mean, you can still run. For me, when this comes out, I'll probably play Rainbow and just do crits, fronts, draws, and heals, and do Rainbow trigger lineup until I can fine tune it to whatever actually works for the deck. I will probably run 6 and 6 or something to that extent. I don't know.
All right. Let me talk about cards that I care about, which somebody seems to think that the Angel Feathers haven't gotten any good reveals, but I'm pretty happy with the things that I've seen. I think that they're going to be interesting and fun. So we have Scanning Operator, which is another Grade 1, because we've got Grade 1 Glut now, and we have to make hard choices for what Grade 1s we're going to use, just one of each. Scanning Operator, I'm sorry, it's an Angel, because it's Angel Feather. Auto on the rearguard circle. At the end of the battle, it boosted. If a new card was put into your opponent's damage zone this turn, put this unit into your soul, draw a card, and discard a card from your hand. Boy, that doesn't even sound as good as the card filtering is. Well, it's not on hit. Well, at the end of the battle, it boosted. Yeah, so it's not on hit. It is a little bit better than the one I talked about. Yeah. But your opponent has to have had a damage change, so you have to use one of those cards that forces your opponent to do that.
At the end of the battle, it boosted, so all it needs is for his attack to hit or another attack to hit. It needs to be his skill. It needs to be his boost.
No. This turn. So if you use that Vanguard that forces your opponent to replace the cards in their damage zone, then you're golden.
Oh, now I get it. I got it.
See, that's the trick. That's the one that people are missing.
Yep.
Other card, Hygienist Angel, a grade 2. Continuous on the rearguard circle, this unit gets power plus 5k for each card in your damage zone. So if you're floating at 4, floating at 5, you're going to either have 27k or 32k.
I know.
Grade 2.
Heroes have a card like this, but you have to actually pay a counterblast for it to get plus 5 for every single one.
What makes me sad is I'm going to be getting rid of my Million Ray
Pegasus. I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
you might just have to play
Million Ray only gets plus 5, and
once, right?
Well, no, when a new card is put into the damage zone.
Every time, or is it just once?
Yeah. No, it doesn't stack.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, if it stacks or not. But still, I mean, Million Ray is a 9k, and this is a 7k body. That's something to keep in mind, too.
Yeah, but you're always going to have a card in your damage zone, so it's actually a 12k base. You're always going to have at least one card in your damage zone.
True. But it's a rearguard circle only, too, so that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, okay. Read me since neither one of us cares about Genesis. We'll alternate here. Go for the furry dude.
So we got Deputized Bear. So now we got deputies in Genesis too. So he has Great One, High Beast, Auto on the rearguard circle. One place, look at 7 cards from the top of your deck for a Valkyrian. From among them, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck. If you put a card in your hand, and if your Vanguard circle has 2 or less force markers, put a card from your hand into your soul. I don't know about that second part of the skill, but I like the fact that they giving the people a way to actually have that Valkyrian on hand, which is something that I had not seen for Genesis as of yet.
One place, look at 7 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 Valkyrian from among them, and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. You put a card into your hand, and if your Vanguard circle has 2 or less force markers, put a card from your hand into your soul. So the thing is, if you place this on grade 1, like when you are at grade 1, you get a soul charge. That's basically what you get. Yeah.
And it's I feel it's the searching for Valkyrian part makes it a good card. That's
definitely. Yeah, for no cost, just an on place.
Just
Heck
an on place.
Heavenly Wind Sorcerer Burn it. Grade 2. 10k power, grade 2. Continuous on the rearguard circle. If your astral plane has a unit, this unit gets power plus 5, so that makes it a 15k base. Activated ability on the rearguard circle. Soul Blast 3. Choose one of your astral deities, and until end of turn, when that unit would attack, it battles all of your opponent's front row units. And an astral deity is Valkyrion.
Yep.
Which is hitting for what? Base 50k? 70k? What was it?
70k with a drive check. With a drive check skill.
Oh, yeah, but that drive check, you don't get 3 drive checks just because you're
looking at the top 5.
Front row.
You're looking at the top 5 and you're picking up a card to say his drive check. But yeah, you don't drive check for every single unit on the front row. Yes.
No.
But still.
But you can wipe out those pesky Excel clans.
Yes. No likey.
Soul Blast 3 and destroy the Excel clans. All right.
Yep.
What's the next one?
We got Witch of Amulets Linden. Another grade 2 with an activated skill on the rearguard circle. Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 2, and get a gift force and put it on your Vanguard circle. So more and more. I feel like this may be a little high.
This one's not that good. Yeah.
It's a little high costed, and because I feel like there's other skills.
You don't have to have an astral poet.
Difference. That is the main difference there. This is just for whatever Genesis build you're running. It doesn't need to be So
you can get a force gift at
grade 2.
At grade 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Another clan that I don't care about. Where did you find these things? Stealth Fiend Guanahi. Guanahi. Let's say it like the French. I don't know. Grade 2 Ghost. On the rearguard circle, at the end of the battle it attacked, counterblast 2, and return this unit to your hand. Call up to one Stealth Fiend Guoinohi from your hand to the rearguard circle, and that unit gets plus 10k until the end of turn. So basically, you just refresh your Guoinohi.
Yep, and it works well.
And it gets plus 10.
And it also works well with Magatsu, I think is the one that needs cards to have bounced to your hand for his skill to go off. So I feel like
why
that
not?
is also that also kind of fits there.
Yeah, I don't think it's Kujikiri Kongo.
No, Kujikiri Kongo and Jamio Kongo and all the Kongos, they do the hand control thing. I think Magatsu is the one that kind of just bounces back and forth. But we got another Nubatama card, Golden Hook Stealth Rogue Ogita.
Agita. Means you're
Agita.
sick to your stomach.
Yeah. So it's a great one. It's a demon. Auto on the rearguard circle. When it attacks or boosts, if your opponent has one or less rearguard, put a grade 2 or less from your drop zone into your soul. I don't know. This feels like more of the other cards that we were talking about, more for the Kongos, I guess.
Yeah, because you're going to be wiping their field and bouncing their field back to their hand.
Yeah.
So
that's,
definitely.
That's pretty neat, I guess. How useful it is on a Nubatama build, I'm actually considering switching to Nuvas because they feel more like the clans that I...
Yeah, well, they've got the Jitsu that you like.
Yeah, I like that.
Jutsu?
Jutsu.
It's
Jutsu,
not a real word.
It is a real word.
Odd Puncher is a loin. Grade 2 Nova Grappler Alien. Auto on the Vanguard or Rearguard circle. Once per turn, when your drive check reveals a front trigger, you may have this unit get crit +1 until end of turn. Boy, don't no guard this, buddy.
2 damage auto.
They are giving Nova Grapplers just all like the most fun, simple, destructive skills.
Well, I don't know.
I do know. I have played against them, and this is my declaration.
I don't know. All I know is the next card is actually...
Read it to me. Tell me about it.
Sword Trooper Equitus?
Equitus, yeah.
Yep, is a grade 3, power 12k with an Axle gift. At the end of the battle, it attacks, counterblast 2, and stand all of your power 20k or greater rear guards.
Oh, so that one's the confusing one because we're not sure how easy it is to get Novas above 20k.
Well, it all depends on, and I would have to ask how the Axle circles work. If it's when it attacks any unit on this circle gets the power, or is it something to the extent of like the unit, like you have to add power to like base power to the unit rather than the circle. So I don't know how that would go. But I mean, if your drive check reveals a front on your units had probably gotten like a 3k or something like that power up, a front trigger puts them over 22. I'm thinking of like cards like Stylish Hustler that gets +3 for every card in your damage zone.
Yeah, attacks. But you're not going to have a ton of Stylish Hustlers out there.
Well, you need to run 4. If you're not running 4, you're wrong. The only thing is, and we were talking about this, is just we feel Stylish Hustler needs to work on bind. Yes, we the people who play this clan
feel that Stylish Hustler needs to work on what?
On bind. Because it works when your unit is going to be retired. You may Soul Blast return it to hand.
No.
It needs
Get
to
out
be
of here
errata.
with your ridiculous, childish... Go play a baby game like Magic the Gathering and leave the Vanguard for the real big boys.
Oh, no.
Phosphorus of Fair Light. Grade 2 Genesis Noble. 10k power, 5k shield, continuous on the Vanguard or Rearguard circle. During the battle it boosted. It's a grade 2. How does it boost? During the battle it is boosted. Mm-hmm. This unit gets power +5k. Auto on the Vanguard circle. When it attacks, Soul Blast 1, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. Put up to 1 grade 3 or greater from among them into your hand and put the rest into your soul. So it's not an on hit. It's just it's an on attack.
on attack, and it's a soul builder. I feel like it's just a soul builder and a somewhat searcher for your Uranus or your Valkyrian.
Well, no, because Valkyrian is not grade 3, so
It says grade 3 or greater, sir.
Oh.
So they're basically giving Genesis the way to search for Valkyrian.
These are 2 options for rushing Valkyrian into your hand.
Yep. And then if you don't hit it, or you don't hit either whatever other grade 3 or Valkyrian, you're still getting 3 cards into your soul.
2 cards. Well, no,
3 if you don't hit either or. But then we also got Saturn of the Right Time. This is a great one. It has a continuous skill. If your astral plane has a unit, this unit gets power plus 5.
Cheap.
Yep. And then auto on the rearguard circle. When your astral poet is placed on vanguard circle, discard a card from your hand, rest this unit, and get a force marker. So that's what
that one's pretty simple.
Yeah, it might be one of those cards that you just have on your field, like in that grade 1 turn or grade 2 turn where you're attacking your vanguard at grade 1. I mean, your opponent's vanguard at grade 1.
What you do, because honestly, the first skill you don't care about that much unless you're like desperate, is you put this card behind your vanguard and then you ride your astral poet
and get that gift.
Discard a card, rest him, get the force, and then open up the astral plane behind your vanguard, and this guy gets thrown into the trash bin.
Yep, basically. Yep. So right. I mean that actually doesn't sound that bad. And now that you put it that way, I think it might be. Sounds pretty cool.
Magician of Color Brush, Kazande. I don't know. Grade 2. Blah, 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 blah. Activated on the rearguard circle. Soul Blast 2 until end of the turn. This unit gets power plus 10k. Whatever. That's so boring. Give me the next one.
I'm thinking, that should be a Genesis, I think. It's a witch, so.
It is a Genesis, yes.
All right, so we got Sure Stealth Dragon Fusen Congo. This is another.
I imagine this is in line with the Kujikiri Congos.
They're all the Congos. All the Congos are coming for you. Another grade 3, Protect Gift. It has a skill auto on Vanguard and or Rearguard. When it attacks, if you have 5 cards in your damage zone, Soul Blast 1 grade 3, bind as any number of cards from your drop zone, and for each card in your bind zone, until the end of battle, this unit gets power plus 5, and your opponent cannot call cards to Sentinels to Guardian Circle.
I cannot call Sentinels from hand to the guard circle.
Yep. So
first thing, I have 20 cards in my drop zone. I bind them all, and I get a lot.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's a closer grade 3.
Yeah.
And the fact that it works on rearguard circle too makes it even more scary. And then remember
the good closers do.
Just remember that the Congos make you discard down to 4. Or down to 3. So then
makes your opponent discard down to 4.
Yep.
And so if you can't call Sentinels, you only have 3 other cards in your hand.
Exactly.
You're gonna take that hit.
Yep. So I feel like you're just gonna be dropping triggers on this dude.
All right. Thermometry Angel, grade 2, 9k power, Angel Feather. She's an angel. Continuous on the rearguard circle during your turn. If a new card was placed in the damage zone, this unit gets power plus 5k. So that's not as good as Million Ray Pegasus because that was on both turns. Mm-hmm. Continuous on the rearguard circle during your turn. If a new card was placed in your opponent's damage zone, this unit gets power plus 5k. That means that's basically on hit of a Vanguard.
Yeah, I guess. But remember that you also have the other skills that.
Yeah, but it's just plus 5. I'm not hyped. Yeah. Give me some more exciting things.
The next one, it's a Nova, but I don't think the actual name is that one. Anyway,
what do you mean?
I don't think it's actually that's the name for it. It's called Power Trooper Thing. I don't think that's the actual
Why
name.
wouldn't that be the name?
I just grabbed this off of Discord. I don't know.
Oh, don't trust Discord. They'll put up fake cards just to fool you.
No, I don't know. Anyway, grade 3, 12k, no gift. Rearguard circle only once per turn. When it attacks, counterblast 1, discard a card from your hand, and it gets drive -1. And in the battle that it discard a card from your hand until the end of battle. This unit gets drive -1, and during that battle, it can perform a drive check. Oh, because this grade 3 has twin drive, so basically discard a counterblast and discard. So you're basically unplussing to perform a drive check.
It's on the rear guard circle.
Yeah, I know, but it's like it's giving you the ability to perform a single drive check off rear guard circle.
Isn't that silly? It's just like because it has twin drive, they have to go through all this extra explanation. It just
the effect is super hard to understand until you like break it out and read it.
Yeah. You did counterblast 1, discard a card from hand, do a single drive check. Done.
Yeah. But people tend to break that. And we know this community will break it in some sort of way.
Well, yeah, of course. That's what erratas are for.
Yeah.
Okay. So your question of the week for discussion by our community. Did we get any emails?
I don't think we got any emails. We did get an answer up on our webpage. Mainly
we got 2 responses on the webpage.
No, one is my response. Every time somebody comments on the question of the week page, I make it my mission to at least reply to them and try to get a conversation going.
Oh.
Because I'm trying to engage our community. So we got an answer that says, so for me, it just shows dedication to your main deck and clans. To have them shown in the most premier form. For example, as a Tachi and Link Joker player, I plan on maxing out those 2 decks.
Well,
let me tell you something. If you play Link Jokers, you're wrong.
You're a good person from a good place. That's the truth of the Link Jokers. So I have never max rarity'd a deck. I certainly accidentally got the SVRs for a lot of Grand Blue,
Glorious Justice.
Yeah. And I do have some choice Link Joker cards, but I have never done like 4 of. Like one of like the best card is good enough for me. I have like one of hot stamp cards, one of like SPs from the old premium standard sets. Yeah, that's good enough for me.
I mean, it does look nice because I was building my Beast Deities deck or going through my list, and I was looking at my grade 2 lineup, and suddenly I look and I have this OR Brutal Jack, and it looks nice. It's just nice. But sometimes the prices for this secret rarity cards are so out of this world. You remember that Eagle had that Bermuda deck that costed like, I don't know, at one point it was
$1 billion
or something like that. Because it was literally a maxed out Bermuda clan deck. Oh god.
So here's the up and the down here. Because I was like, oh, one of a particular card is good enough for me. Let me not use bad language, but the Parallel XVR Harmonix Messiah, the one that people got in the sneak peeks, still going for about $270.
That's what I mean. It's like at one point, do you just make a decision to spend that kind of amount of money on a card?
And what's aggravating to me is Genesis Dragon Amnesty Messiah, this SCR, Secret Rare. I bought 4 of those at regular triple rarity or whatever, GR rarity for $75 each. $33.
Hey, I remember when my Victor deck was, super expensive, and now it's worth pennies on the dollar. Anyway, so we got a new question for you guys today. I want to ask, what draws you to your clan? Is it the artwork, the skills, the units, the playstyle, whatever? What makes you want to play the clan that you play the most? For me, like I said, I watched Naruto almost since the beginning, and I like the whole jutsu stuff, and I used to love the old Murakuma where it was like, oh, I place my unit and it goes, Shadow Clone Jutsu and creates a copy of itself. I used to love that. It just made it fun for me, even though the deck was horrible. But now I'm all about the grapplers and my bugs and my bugs.
Yeah, I'm weirded out because like obviously Link Joker for a long time was my favorite, but with no lock, I've kind of like turned away a little from the Link Jokers, and I used to just obsess over those Link Jokers.
Yes,
but it's like I hear the siren call of the Angel Feathers, and I'm like, I've never was interested in Angel Feathers. They were far too chibi for me before, and now I'm like, but I can do stuff with my damage zone, and it's fun to do stuff that way. And they've got like edgy names, like Hezekiel and her
Godiel.
I don't know. I don't know.
So yeah,
what clans have I been playing?
You've been playing Angels, you've
Royal
been playing
Paladins,
Royal Iron Blues, and Royal Paladins. But
I become a Royal Palabro.
Let's be real. You just play it because you love Blaster Blade.
I love Blaster Blade. I'm so sad I didn't get an XVR Blaster Blade. I'm just gonna keep buying packs and the Aerial Steed Liberation until I can get that sweet Blaster Blade in max rarity. I'm gonna have the max rarity Blaster Blade. No.
Oh god, no. That is so. But you have become a Royal Pally, bro. I have to say.
I know.
You have.
If I ever get to play Vanguard again, that is the true question.
You will.
That's next week's question of the week. Get ready. Will Will ever get to play Vanguard again? Good question.
I'll open up.
What's going to happen is it's going to be like in the cartoon, and I'm going to have to find like some back alley Vanguard competition that's like not in any official card shop or anything, and it's like where all the thugs and everything are playing Vanguard, and it's like that'll be the only place I'll be able to play Vanguard.
That's that's what you have to do. You got to be like Kai.
All right. Do we have anything else to talk about?
I don't know. I mean, other than we didn't get much of anything today, either on email or on tweets. Just the madness on our Discord. Our Discord is banging. People, put that $1 in. Join.
So
what
did people vote or say for the question of the week in Discord?
I don't think nobody answered.
You said the best answer was because I love my clan.
Oh yeah, because I love my clan. It's like that's what people say. It's like I love Grand Blue, so I bought a Ace BR pack of Cocytus or something to that extent.
Well, I mean, I bought the SVR pack of Cocytus not because I love Grand Blue, but because I didn't pay attention to what I was buying.
What's the name of the guy that used to play at Island that had bought one each of every Messiah? Oh God, Zach.
Yeah, Zach was just like basically the same thing as me, except he was good at Vanguard. That was like the only thing that differentiated us.
Actually, play the game a lot,
dude,
which we were not doing. We were not doing. We got to be honest with ourselves. If we were to play Vanguard more constantly, we would be a lot better at the game.
True, but I am 46 years old, and I got a lot going on in my life. I will find Vanguard in Minneapolis, or people will I'm just going to invite strangers to my home to play Vanguard.
Hey, maybe you just need to get into the store and maybe do demos. I don't know, something like that.
I've tried that before. It doesn't work. All right.
Anyway.
Other things that don't work. Asking you people to give us reviews on iTunes.
You got to be more positive, man. You got to give that positive energy.
Boy, I love it when we get iTunes reviews. It makes me so happy and not, sad that we don't have 1,000 iTunes reviews yet. Why don't we? We should have like over 1,000 for the number of years that we've been doing this particular program.
Yeah. But I mean, remember that Vanguard is the edgy card game, is the one that, the hipster
It's
card
the
game.
hipster
I
card
called
game.
it last week. It's the hipster card game. So it's not like, other podcasts of other games that, it's like every store has Magic cards, or every store probably has some sort of Pokemon cards or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Vanguard
All right.
is the hipster
Hold
game.
on a second. So we have a review from August 5th. I don't think we ever read this one in iTunes. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Gear Chronicle is the best, 5 stars, and strangely enough, it's not from Jared.
What? It's not?
I know.
That is shocking.
Gably or Gably the Kangaroo. And they write, "Thank you for doing this podcast, and I wish I could support you guys more. It helps me learn more about Vanguard and keeps me updated on what's new and what's to come. It makes my day better when I hear you guys. So thanks for making this podcast, and I hope this year just gets better. And I hope you all have a wonderful day." From the Gear Chronicle user, Gably or Gably. I don't know which one it is.
There you go.
I appreciate that review. I am very grateful. And just because of that, I'm going to go out tonight and get some ice cream and have a lovely evening.
There you go.
How
awesome.
does that sound?
But before you do that, we need to send some tanks out.
I'm going to call Zach Boydis and say, "Zach Boydis, buddy, friend, first off, I need you to schedule another show. It's been too long. Give me an excuse to fly to Texas so I can see Broken Color play. Thank you, Zach Boydis, for our intro music." Jeremy Woods, on his Instagram, he just he's had some eye problems and he got them fixed, and then he's like, "Now that I have 2 eyes, I'm gonna make a copy of the Quibbler," which is a Harry Potter thing.
Yep,
it is amazing.
Nice. I haven't seen
it.
That.
It is. I might regram it or whatever the kids do these days because it is fantastic.
That's awesome.
All right,
that sounds awesome.
If you want to get in on our Discord, I think like $1 will do it in our Patreon. That gets you access to the Discord. So patreon.com/drivecheck. It really, really helps to pay for the hosting of the audio files for the podcast. It pays for the Squarespace so that we have a website that you can go to and put your responses to the question of the week. And it does help for prize support when we do competitions and stuff. So any help you can provide there, greatly appreciated. Cole always appreciates if you subscribe to our YouTube. Just look for Drive Check on YouTube and you'll find us because he likes to make those videos and stuff when he's not playing with his little puppy. The website that Alan works on, drivecheck.net. And if you want to reach us, if you want to do the old school style of long format writing, drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com. You have to enunciate all of the syllables. If you want to reach us on Twitter, I miss most of my tweets anymore, but I try to pop in there from now and then. The program is @drive_check. You're most likely to reach Cole there than me, but both of us look at that.
Yep.
And then my personal Twitter is @WashInTheSink. All right, we're going to skip anybody who's not here, so we'll go right to you, Alan.
There you go. And if you want to reach me, you can send me a tweet at the tallest IT guy. And thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Drive Check podcast. The tomorrow brought by the dark beast is painted in despair and miasma.
Painted with despair and miasma. Is that a random card, or did you pick that card out?
No, this was a random card. I did random, and Where Tiger Jaeger came on, and I like that text. And it's actually from when that was a promo card. It's a promo card.
Is it from the old one?
Yeah, it's the original.
Well, I don't know. Is there a new Where Tiger? There is a new Where Tiger Jaeger.
There is a Jaeger, yeah.
I know people were so hype about Where Tiger Jaeger.
No.
Wait,
it was
when this
a
card
strike
is put into your
fodder.
soul for the cost or effect of your card during your turn, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. Counterblast 1 to draw a card when it's soul charged. Darkness. This ability is active if cards have been put into your soul during this turn. Counterblast 1. It has to be in the soul. Count the last one. Choose a card from your hand and discard it. If the number of cards in your soul is 6 or more, soul charge 1. Then if the number of cards in your soul is 10 or more, put this card into your hand. So it goes from soul back into hand. Boy, I wonder if you had a skill that allowed you to put 3 of the same card into your soul, and then all of a sudden those from your deck, and then they got to put them in your hand. From
Stride
hand, while you are
fodder.
paying the cost for stride, if the number of cards in your soul with the darkness ability is 2 or more, this card gets grade +2. So then it becomes a stride fodder.
Yo. This card was actually good. I think it's.
Well, I mean, you're guaranteed to have stride fodders.
Yo.
You don't have to run useless stride fodders. So,
Yep. Awesome.
Did
Thank
you
you,
know
guys.
the program is already over?
Yep. We've been discussing this for like 5 minutes.
Bye.